turtles do not usually wander about the sea. It always ends badly for them.
The saplings nourished by the gentlest of touches, he went to the river and said, "Follow this path and you will never run dry." The river changed its course and fell onto the blaze. A tired sigh escaped the water. It remains as an azure mist upon the land, ringing with fate's song. Its broomy brow left a sheen of rich dew on every leaf and blade of grass.
things, my liege.
You've returned. Have you found them? Then you must tell me, please. Very well. But I'm eager to learn what happened that night. Don't be a stranger! Please, tell me what transpired between them. Then you must tell me, please. Yes, I suspected as much. Cassera has a strong will, and thinks with much agility. I am not surprised to learn this is her doing. Very well. What happened next? Regrettable. It truly is. He was neither as strong... And so? What of the third? Yes. Aloran often trusted too much in his own skill, and did not properly understand his environment. The She would have made quick work of him. Those fools. All this bloodshed over a gem. In addition, I will discount my services to you, should you ever be in need of them. Thank you. You again. Goodbye!
if you please. Oh, goodness!
There's no consoling her. My lady's beside herself.
Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must be ghastly things. My poor lady, what grief she's known. Her daughters lost to Cluricon, and her husband to the war before that. Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan. Here, in House Anwan. She spends most of her time by poor young Malian's sickbed.
The young master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war.
My lady will be sore if I'm not swift with my work.
My son Malian is gravely ill. The healers say his blood is diseased, but I am sure it must be poison. If I were younger, I'd go and find the Lepidus myself and prove them wrong. The Wyverns were of respected and decent lineage, though their wealth was not great. Then the merchant's Gif bought House Wyvern, much to our surprise. They have mixed sea wash with fine wine. His father died in the Battle of Galliffer Plain, his sisters in Cluricon. He is all I have left, and he is slipping away from me. Our line is ancient. However, if my son Malian is not cured, we shall wither, and the weeds of Wyvern Gif grasp ever higher. The healers name it as an affliction of the blood, but Anwan blood has bent beneath no malady in generations. No, Malian was poisoned, I am sure. It was early in the war, and until that time we had known only defeat. The day was won, and my husband lost. Bring my son this wild plant, and I will see you richly rewarded. This I swear. Of course not, but my family legacy says it will, and I have no wish to watch my son die while there is still a chance for hope. There's only one place that I know of, the Acathan wetlands. You must search for it there. You will know Lepidus by the shape of its blue flower. It is an herb with natural properties. It is not strictly alchemy, and it does not cure a poison. However, it can relieve the symptoms for a time. Malian will still need an antidote before he is fully well. The wetlands of Acatha. Find it and bring it to my son with all due haste. Be wary. I have sent servants before you who did not return. please? You do have it. Quickly, to Malion's room. Take it to Malion, and do not delay. He is, of course, in his bed.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I've been having such awful dreams. Insects crawling, dark things closing in. How long has it been? Feels like days. Days? Has it really? That does explain my back. And my head. It's foggy, but... yes. A bottle of rather good wine was delivered. A gift, you know. I thought I'd have a sip. And then... where is it now? It seems to have rolled under the bed. No one noticed, I suppose. You have it. It's a clue, after all. I feel so foolish now. A gift left at our door. And without a thought, I simply drank it. Both Cassin and Willow were much older, and I remember them as tall and fearsome and fair. They had been dead for more of my life than alive. After my sisters died in Cluricon, I wasn't allowed to even train for fighting. All Anwan's posterity hangs upon me. I understand that. Mother must have been so worried. Did I just fall asleep and stay that way? Forgive me. Still a bit foggy, I'm afraid. I recall Onfei bringing in the wine. It looked good, so I thought I'd have a sip. Then, darkness. Our oldest house servant. She's as devoted to us as... do send for Mother, if you would.
He has wakened? Thank Lyria. Here is your gold, but this matter is not yet settled. Find whoever did this, and far more gold shall be yours. The poison came in a gift of wine? Show it to Apothecary Rawani, down in the Pryderi. With luck, she can tell us the poison. Perhaps the poisoner. The Lepidus has revived him, yet until we have antidote, he is not saved. And while the poisoner is unknown, neither is House Anwan. Thanks to you, Malion will recover, and House Anwan shall thrive. You will find her at the Spire base in the Pryderi. Present the poisoned wine to her. If anyone can help now, she can.
Don't mind me. Good day to you.
Make way for the arch.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. Were you aware that 37 varieties of vine, flower, and tree can be found here? Discounting, of course, the lunar gardens. I've always found the mystery of herbs and fungi far more fascinating than anything else.
As soon as I was old enough, I was apprenticed to the great Rilf Janik. Have you been? The true marvel of our city, if you ask me. Blossoms you will see nowhere else in Amalur. He was the great alchemist of the plains of Erythel. Quite eccentric, but brilliant. His daughters in Emir took after him, and people think I'm weird. If you think yourself a bit of an amateur, you are welcome to the use of my alchemist's bench. I'm happy to sell you anything you require, and forgive any faces I make at your fitful potioneering. An alarming question. Allow me. Yes, it is surely royal wince. Few possess such a compound. I am one. Lyria! What is more, I sold a phial of it recently to a servant of old Einar Abagast. This is terrible. I will send an antidote at once, but someone must do something. Go to the city watch. Speak with Fabian Tiern. At once! The compound is extremely rare, as it comes only from the lands south of the southern Phalanx. It's a devious poison, as you've seen. In far smaller doses, it is used by North Sea captains who must stand at the wheel for days unsleeping, lest they be sunk by floating ice. The famous hermit of the Keys. Though his merchant business thrives, it is said he has not left his home in years. I knew his face because he has come to me for various other alchemical items over the years. And I've seen him once, exiting Arbogast's door. Rathir's city guards, haven't you seen them? Leave my store and head left through the Pederi. Find Fabian Tiern and tell him what I've told you. Fear not. I will have the antidote sent immediately.
Do not miss Leogryph's many marvels. Every serious student shops at Leogryph's. Lyria's light guide you. Curios, talismans, items
That's
of power.
5 gold over market. Over common sense.
Baubles, trinkets,
Do you want to
sweets.
ruin me? See my children starve?
City Watch. Do you have a crime to report? Or any other matter? The Wending, where the poor live, extends into tunnels carved in the rock. Crimes there are hard to police, and the tunnels run deep. Thieves and the like will vanish there, and re-emerge when we are gone. I can hardly believe the news, but the captain of the watch is gone. That means I will be captain soon enough. To be honest, crimes in Rathir are uncommon. Outside that, an occasional drunken brawl among Varani, disputes between merchants, that is all. Think of the watch as the right hand of the Orbicant. We keep the prison, keep the peace amongst the people. Poison? I'd heard the boy was ill, but that is a bit far-fetched. I'll send 1 or 2 of the watch. You should meet them with these accusations at Abagast's house. The council which governs Rathir. No one knows who is on the council, though you may see their palace atop the spire. They are cloaked in robes and shadows, but do not concern yourself with that. Yes, and by Alfar law, you, the accuser, must be present. We don't take accusations against the great houses lightly. Goodbye.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
The City Watch never rests.
Wait, you're the Archsage!
You can enter.
Here they come. He was a good servant. I knew him all his life, and now I have brought that life to a sweet and dutiful end. It was as he wished, though I know you will disbelieve me. I tell you no lies. No, it was not him. He was my disciple, but it was I and I alone who began the work of death. There would have been more death, but no matter. Balin's testament burns bright this day. Why? Balin is the god of death, of endings. His testament is simply that all that live must die, and I am his priest. If Coriana had not slighted my love those years ago, if she had not drowned my green spring in barren snow, her house not flourished while my soul withered, I would never have known the beauty of death, the words of Balin. I resolved my gift would start with her, but now I see my time has come. I welcome Balin's embrace.
Balin's testament. Who would have thought?
Another Varani.
Come, have a look.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
On your way.
It is done? Was he... Here, take this, and I must make a confession. I nearly married Einar Abergast many years ago. My parents forbade it. I knew it was wrong, that he didn't deserve to be treated so. The follies of youth. I never dreamed he would grow so bitter and turn to that dark cult. Never. Rawani's antidote was true. He will improve. I have lost his father and his sister. Sometimes I think, if I had married him, I now would be no better than the wyvern gift. And in the years since I broke our vows, I have had my own share of tragedy and loss. Yet I have not let it ruin me. But such is life in House Anwan. You have House Anwan's... It is you, then.
This life offers two choices. Fight or die. Those who choose to live face conflict. It is the natural balance of this world. The weeds preclude the flower's bud. The spider's web arrests the fly. The water carves the rock. In the dry wastes of the Tyr, in the land known as Ulcerund, the House of Valar became the home of this primal force. To the chaos stage. Engard. A bolt in the lost, but only to grow again. He inflicted wounds like the serpent's fang, rotting poison to weaken the mightiest opponent. His baleful stare was the shark's fin above the water's surface, promising a bloody end.
us as it was written of our forebears. They lived off the bounty of the sea and the grasses. The temper of our tired families, and hidden among the rocks, shadowed nooks of beach and shore, a secret to all but our ancestors, the arcane wielded by Lyria's chosen, a sanctified buttress, the grounds on which they practiced her magic arts.
Engard's knowledge, and time and again they failed. The combat space was a patch of dirt, which soon became a clearing. The clearing trampled by the feet of warriors, sunk into the earth and became an arena where the bravest mortals heard the feral clamours of the combatants. The House of Valor was born. The withering war swept across Europe. Seelie and Unseelie fought each other. The House of Valor was abandoned for the battlefields of Isa and Own. Engard battled hordes as the warriors of Valor thrived on the plains of Erethel. The storm grew as they joined the war, and the Seelie threw back the invaders.
Warswan, greeting. All Ironfast is open to you. We have a blacksmith and quartermaster. Both are in the south wing, that way. It is a hard, harsh country, well suited to the life of the Warsworn.
See that boggart head? Great boggart.
Greetings.
Yes? Come for the contract board? Other keeps get their work here and there, high and low. As for us, ever since Odessa was built, we've had one solemn task. Watch the Jotun. Hold them back, hold them south and west of Gnomish lands. Anything you need's found in the smithy. You've got Heki for most things, and Gavroche for blacksmithing. We're proud to stand where we do, here among the wilds. First keep and last bastion, the Castellan likes to say. The quartermaster to our keep, she stocks all we need to get by out here. I'll be honest, he's not much of a blacksmith, but he's all we've got at the moment. Poor little lad. That's Oda. She's a good sort, though not a woman of words. I'm the curate of this keep. If you've a contract to turn in, bring it to me. Dead? Why, that's a shame. I'd say I'm sure he'll be missed, but he's from Whitestone, so you never know. And that's his walking staff there. I'll take that. Job well done. All right now.
Sworn to war?
Yes, my friend. Good day, Warsworn. Would a sagecrafter's services be of interest? Odessa raised, Basilica Nostra trained, and worldly wise, fully versed in the ways of gems and sockets. I've got my certificate here with my things. I might have stayed and taught, but my spirit's more the wandering sort. I've been here enough to see he's not long for Ironfast. The Warsworn are too kind to say so, even to strangers, but a keep needs a proper blacksmith. May you find your socket!
Polished armor means you haven't used it yet. If you're traveling, you'll need... supplies.
My poor old master had but one dying wish, that his prize blade... Some days, I dream that I'll do it myself. Then I remember, I'm a poor, untrained apprentice, Master Braskin. Yes, I'd endure every drunken lashing I knew, if it meant I could learn blacksmithing right and proper. Dinwell's his name. Word has it he grew bitter of all mortal kind at the start of... Why, that's Haldabeer's blade. It's famous, from the Fey Wars. Now it just hangs on the wall, taunting me, reminding me of in battle. Oh, it's a wondrous tale of how Haldabeer slew his foe. I'd tell, but I don't think I could do it justice. Repair the sword? Not likely. You can find the hermit smith yourself. Really? You have? Don't think you could talk him into mending that blade on the wall. If he would mend that blade, I'd be delirious. Were he to stay here and finish my trade...
Speak your mind.
No lessons, no precious pearls of wisdom. I've left that all behind. You have my thanks. Now go. Oh, what for? Can't imagine what old Brass... I still know him. I came to Menethir because of him, the only man in all... What? He's dead? Damn it all! I swore I'd... It won't do. I must go. Bring me a compound known as Master's Tower. He would visit me some nights, and we'd talk of stars and old ways and the blacksmith. He alone never once asked me why. A rare wax of golden hue, with some remarkable properties regarding metal and flame. It will be needed. Hervar's Dorsil by name, just north of the river. She had perfected the art of making Master's tallow. She's... Be swift. Now that I've begun, I want to see this finished. Oh. Oh. Ah.
That day, the carver woke to find his touch run dry. The wellspring of his power dead as dust at the source. He heard then the first whisper, the first mention. Mortals.
It was then that Issa brought forth the talisman of fate and entered the marsh. This craven arena, a place of life and death. The winds carried the songs of the dying. The mire sucked the bones of armies below the sea loam. And the mist shielded the eyes of your ancestors from the horror as the two armies clashed.
The heat's as deadly as the dirt near the spires.
What in hell is
this? Dust, dents, and scars. That's the iron fast way.
You did it! He came! Been good to me since the day they found me. Tucked in among stolen sacks of grain. A hero's sword. Like its owner, it fought and died in glory on the battlefield. Jep, I think he will. But ask him yourself.
Greetings.
You have the Master's talent. Lords of Iron. Behold, Haldabeer's blade, a hero 'tis. Now, if you're done gawking, I have a clumsy oath of an apprentice to...
Shield, brother.
What do you need?